Incredible greetings, creatives and Silaholics. I am Shakia, the professor of HSINK365, home of Silaholics Anonymous. And honestly speaking, we carry the best sublimation paper, sublimation ink on the market that's going to give you great quality at 365 degrees as fast as 30 seconds. So, in this video, I'm going to show you guys how I like to use the save as JPEG or PNG. In this case, PNG function in Silhouette Studio. This is one of the questions that I get now that things like DTF transfers or screen print transfers, white toner transfers, things like that is like on the rise within the crafter creator community. I'm constantly getting those questions, and because I teach Silhouette Studio. Now you get Business Edition. One of the best features of it is being able to save in different file formats such as JPEG, SVG, PNG, and PDF. But if you've watched me for any amount of time, or if you've been in any of my classes, you'll notice that I state that I don't use Silhouette Studio to really save, especially when it comes to PNGs, to be able to print from them. Specifically for DTF, because that is where you're going to get that extra white. It's good, it serves a purpose, but it's not like the greatest. It's really not the greatest when it comes to saving as a PNG. And that whole slider thing, trying to get to 300 DPI, that really doesn't help either. It will change the size and the number of pixels, but it doesn't really affect the quality or help the quality. Now PDF, different story. But I am going to show you when I use PNG, like what do I use it for. I am one where I do use several different software. Silhouette Studio is not the only one. It's one I like to teach, really do love, and I set up a lot of my designs over here, but I use different programs for different things. If I'm creating a mock-up, it doesn't need to be a high quality image. If I am creating a thumbnail for my classes, it doesn't really need to be a high resolution image, or even for like my YouTube videos and things like that. So I will create designs and do all my little setup in Silhouette Studio. And then when I want to use Photoshop, because I have a template set up over there for my thumbnails for classes and different things, I will take the image over there. So said all that to kind of, break it down and give you an example of how I use PNG, to where it's not just a feature that is there like for no reason. It does serve a purpose. So I'm in the process of setting up for my next design challenge, which you can attend for free, or a VIC, very incredible creative. And so I did this design, which I did a while ago, but I want to be able to teach this one. I'm showing it on the mockup and whatnot. So I need to now take this over to Photoshop so that I can make the thumbnail, right? So I'm going to show you me using PNG to do that. All right, well, save as a PNG to do that. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and select the part that I want. I don't want the mug just yet because I want to be able to move that around. So we're just going to select that. I'm just going to go over to File, Save Selection, Save to Hard Drive, and Heavyweight Fighter Thumbnail Pick. I'm going to change this to PNG. I'm going to hit OK. I'm going to get the box over here. I want it to be a PNG, so I'm going to do transparent background. As you can see, I'm not worried about any of the width pixel, because it's just for a mock-up. So I'm just going to go ahead and hit save. Now I'm going to come back in here and do this. Actually, the mug, well, I don't have it removed, the background removed. So I'm just going to select the mug and do the same thing. File, save selection, save to hard drive. Let's go to PNG and mug. Now, if I, same thing, and see the width and all that stuff, it changes because it's based off of the size. Their pixels is based off of size, which we teach that in the 30-day training also. So I'm going to click off of that. Now, I do want, because I don't know how I really want to do this, so I'm going to do one where I do kind of have this set up on like a background. I'll figure if I want to use it. So I'm just going to take my line color off. We're going to go ahead and select this. And once again, go file, save selection, save to hard drive. This time, because there's no transparent parts to it, I'm going to go ahead and just save that as a JPEG. Well, first, I'm being lazy. I don't want to type out the name. So I'm going to go PNG first so I can choose this. But then I'm going to go ahead and make that a JPEG and save. Okay, no. I want to pick, because it's a JPEG. There we go. It'll save. Hit save. Now when I come over to Photoshop and I go file, place embedded, I'm going to find those images, bring them in. I can move this over. So I didn't need it to be like this super high quality resolution because I'm just going to use it in my thumbnail. I don't know where my background went. Okay, but I can bring on in that one. I can place embedded. I prefer to drag and drop, but for the sake of this, I'm going to use place embedded, but I'm more of a drag and drop my images into Photoshop because I can do more than one. So we're just going to bring in the mug, and then I'm just going to go, oh, that's huge. Let's shrink you down. Or I could have made that like the background image and made that like really, really big. But see, they're all individual elements now. And this is normally how I use it. You can see all of my images here. If I'm using thumbnails, I'll save it as a JPEG, like for stuff like that. But I don't ever save my files as a PNG or a JPEG to be able to actually like print from it. Whenever I want to use it as a file to share or a file to print, I always save it as a PDF file. We're going to bring this one in. So if I didn't want to find like my own background, I can use this one. Make that a little bit bigger. I kind of have my pink there. I could leave that. And so this becomes an instant mock-up, and then I'll just change all the rest because it's a template that I use to where all of my things are uniform. But that is how I use Silhouette Studios, save as JPEG, save as PNG. And a lot of times it's to create mock-ups or to create thumbnails. So there's a little insight on how I do that. Now be on the lookout for the challenge. This is the design that we're going to design from scratch in the design challenge. You can do the free preview, or you can become a VIC for $5.63. Just visit the website. As of right now, because I'm setting it up, you can only do it via Learn. If you want to get your rewards points on the shop site and you want to do VIC, just give us a minute. Of course, I'm just not doing the thumbnail. So once I'm done with that, it will be available on the shop site. But it is available technically right now on the Learn site if you want to get in early. All right, y'all. Until next time, have a great one. Continue to unlock your creativity. Be incredible. And if you're watching this video in the future, be sure to head on over to Learn.365 Creative Academy and look for, you kind of have a glimpse of what you're looking for when you're looking for the thumbnail to learn how to make this design. All right, you guys, peace.